About to hear from some fantastic schools this afternoon. We are here for the Missouri Association for College Admissions Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we do get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time, but please make sure that you mention which school your question is for. Your camera and microphone are off so the panelists cannot see or hear you, and this is just one of many different sessionings happening, so please be sure to sign up for additional sessions. And this presentation is also being recorded and will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/Missouri. But without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Southeast Missouri State University.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lucy. Let me get my screen shared. All right. All right, are you guys able to see my screen okay?
Yes, we can.
Wonderful. All right, can you still see it okay?
Yep.
Yay. Okay. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for the 6x6 Virtual College panel. My name is Emily Socks, and I'm one of the admissions counselors here at Southeast Missouri State University. SEMO is located in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, which is located about halfway between St. Louis and Memphis. And at SEMO, we have about 10,000 students that attend school here. And I always explain it as a small enough campus to where your faculty members will know you by your first name, but it's a large enough campus that you'll always be able to meet new people and to have new experiences in college. And the Cape Girardeau population itself is about 10,000, or it's about 40,000 people, so a little more than our student population here at the school. But it's a small enough city to where you can easily drive and park around town, but you're only minutes away from the mall in case if you need like any last minute dorm essentials. And we're also a Division I school, and we compete in the Ohio Valley Conference Championships. During the 2019-2020 academic school year, we actually won 5 OVC championships in our 13 sports. So we won in men's football, women's volleyball, women's softball, women's soccer, and women's basketball. And in addition to our athletics, we have an entire campus dedicated to the arts. The River campus is the only campus in the state of Missouri that is dedicated and accredited in art, music, dance, and theater. And our musical theater program was actually named one of the top 30 programs in the nation on OnStage's blog in 2019. And the River campus, this campus has housing, has dining, large performance venues, small practice rooms, fitness facilities, and more. And at SEMO, we have 145 different majors. So some of our most popular programs include business, computer science, cybersecurity, education, mass media, nursing, and the fine arts. And if you're not sure what you want to major in yet, that's totally okay, because we have career counselors who are able to help you kind of explore your options and find that perfect fit. We also have a saying called find your flock at SEMO. So we want to help you find other people to help you be successful in college and after college. And we have nearly 200 different student organizations and ways that you can meet other students on campus. We have Harry Potter Club, we have Running Club, we have a cyber defense team, which by the way, this February, we won our 9th consecutive state cyber defense competition. And about half of our students participate in intramurals. Some of my favorite club sports include scuba diving, badminton, basketball, baseball, and archery. We also have an esports team and an entire arena dedicated to them on the main floor of our Towers complex. And the SEMO esports team currently has over 300 members, and they compete on 9 competitive teams, including League of Legends, Overwatch, Fortnite, Call of Duty, and more. And at SEMO, we also have 23 different Greek life organizations, and about 17% of our students are associated with some type of Greek life organization. During the 2019 Greek Week, SEMO Greeks raised over $40,000 for local nonprofits. And this is just one of the many ways as a SEMO student that you can help give back to the community. And in Cape Girardeau County and at SEMO, there are many places to live and eat. On campus, we have 18 different resident halls, and we offer both community-style dorms and suite-style dorms all across campus. And new a couple years ago, we also have a pet-friendly dorm, which means you can bring your dog or your cat, lizard, fish, any of your animals on campus with a couple of requirements. We also have 16 different dining facilities. So this includes Panda Express, Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, Subway, and Towers Cafe. And at SEMO, you can change your meal plan for the first 8 weeks in the semester for free. And during the typical year, not this year, but most years, we offer a lot of different study abroad opportunities. At SEMO, there are 70 different destinations that you can travel to. And we offer many trips that are as short as a week, and then some that are as long as an academic school year. And then at SEMO, we're also really proud that we're of our affordability. Currently, we are one of the most affordable public institutions in Missouri right now and offer many different automatic scholarships. This year, we even adopted our test optional scholarships, which means that many of our students can receive up to $4,000 automatically without even submitting a standardized test score. Both our Copper Dome scholarship and our Residence Life Leadership Award can be renewed at SEMO with a 3.0 GPA and full-time student status. And in addition, these scholarships do increase in price the longer you stay at SEMO. We also have our Will to Do Award, which this is a financial need-based scholarship that provides students with free tuition and general fees all 4 years at SEMO. And to qualify, incoming freshmen must be a Missouri resident, have at least a 2.75 high school GPA, and be federal Pell Grant eligible. And currently, about 40% of our students are Pell Grant eligible. And similar to the Copper Dome Award and the Residence Life Leadership Award, students can also renew the Will to Do scholarship every single year at SEMO for up to 4 years, as long as they maintain full-time student status and a SEMO GPA of 2.75. And at SEMO, we offer many different support services for free. We have a writing lab, we have a tutoring lab, we have accessibility services, which provides counseling, a shuttle that takes students everywhere on and off campus, and so much more. We provide these services because we care about you and your student success. And we also have a really unique textbook rental system, which means you don't have to purchase your textbooks. You can just rent them for $36 per course, even if the course requires multiple books. And this saves students nearly $3,300 in a span of 4 years. And if this sounds good to you, I encourage you to sign up for a campus visit to check it out for yourself. We are offering on-campus tours most weeks, Monday through Saturday. And to sign up for a campus tour, you can visit semo.edu/visit. It's that link on the bottom of the PowerPoint here. And then you can also apply for free at semo.edu/apply or on the Common App. And this application only takes about 5 minutes to complete. And again, thank you so much for taking the time tonight to join me for this session to learn more about SEMO. If you have any questions, I'm happy to help during your college search process journey.
Great, thank you. Next up, we will hear from Indiana State University.
Hello and good evening, everyone. I will go ahead and share my screen. And I believe, Lucy, can you see my screen all right?
Yes, I can.
Wonderful. Thank you, Lucy. So good evening, everyone. My name is Regina Atkins. I'm Associate Director at Indiana State University, located in lovely Terre Haute, Indiana. And so I have my little slide here, some quick facts for you to kind of review as I chat with you this evening, but I'm also going to just talk a little bit as well. So first and foremost, I mentioned that Indiana State is located in Terre Haute, Indiana. And so if you're curious about where that is located, because you're like, what's Terre Haute? I've never heard of that, unless you're a basketball fan and you're familiar with Larry Bird. Hey, hey. We are right on the border of Illinois. So if you just drive on across Illinois, takes you, if you're right at St. Louis, about 2.5 hours from St. Louis, you will end up in wonderful Terre Haute, Indiana, just taking I-70. I have this cool little map here so you can see kind of where we're located. But Terre Haute, Indiana is a really nice city. We have about 60,000 residents, so we're considered more of a small area, a small town. But campus-wise, we're considered a medium to small size institution. We have about 10,800 students, and we really enjoy our Sycamore family as well as being in our Terre Haute community. To talk a hair more about location, we love where we're situated right on the border of Illinois because we're kind of close to a variety of cities, which means we bring in a variety of students. Our student minority, our ethnic minority is uh, 1 to 4. But we talk about our diversity in general at Indiana State University because we have a wide variety of diversity. So not only are we seeing students who look differently than us, but we're seeing students who come from different backgrounds, which just enriches our education. So we very much love that. We're passionate about our diversity. And we feel like it's one of the reasons why everyone feels like Sycamores is a family. Now, going back to some other quick little numbers, our average GPA is a 3.2. We're pretty proud about that. We have scholarships, which I'll talk about a little bit later, for different GPA areas. We want to reward our students who are academically successful. But our average class size is about 25 students. And so we do, of course, have those spaces that can hold larger populations, a couple lecture halls here and there. But generally speaking, you're going to see some pretty small class sizes, maybe even reminiscent to what you have in high school. Now, in terms of our academics, we have over 100 majors to choose from, everything from engineering to health careers to our arts and humanities to the hard sciences like a bio and a chem. But I will tell you, Indiana State is known for our teachers. So we are a teachers college. That's what we were founded in. And we love that history. And so we're pretty proud of that. So we always mention how strong our education programs are, but we follow that up to say that we have a lot of opportunities for students. Kind of our up and coming programs include our aviation program. So students who want to fly a plane, they can do that at Indiana State. Students who are interested in unmanned systems as well. So if you're interested in drones, we have that as an opportunity for students, and that has been up and coming for us for the last few years. But also we have a very strong nursing program. We have very strong athletic training, physician's assistant, and physical therapy programs, all housed in our College of Health and Human Services, as well as a really strong crim program. So lots of strong academics. In case you didn't know, Indiana State, we're strong. We have some pretty awesome academics. Because of our size, we are able to provide that one-on-one access to our faculty and staff. We have wonderful academic support for students, as well as services. No matter where you're going to hear that there's free tutoring. We strongly encourage every student to participate in that. That is the key. Everywhere you go, you're going to have it. We need you to use it if you know you need it. And even if you don't think you need it, take a gander, because we have services, not only academic support, but also career support. We have a really great career center at Indiana State that can help you from first year on all the way through senior year to get the internships and the career prep. But then even after you graduate, we have all of our alums encourage them to come back to work with us to, well, maybe offer some jobs if you're able to do that. But then also if you're looking for a career change, our staff is here to help you with that. Now, some other quick little facts. I talked a little bit about our academics and how wonderful we are, as well as our average GPA. We reward our students who are doing well. So we try to offer as many awards as possible. We do what's called admissions-based of scholarships. So depending on your GPA at admission, we will offer you a little something. Tuition wise, I have my cost up here and I have my in-state tuition. I will tell you that we participate in the Midwest Exchange Program. And so we do have that tuition reduction for students who have a certain GPA. The cost in comparison to our in-state students is $11,942. So it's only a couple $1,000s more than in-state. But then we also offer scholarships for our out-of-state students to help bring that cost down, in addition to your merit-based awards based on how fabulous you are academically. So we try to offer as much opportunity as we can. We have our own scholarship search engine tool called The Branch, and we encourage all of our students to take a gander at that to see what opportunities we have. To wrap it up a little bit, I do want to talk about our application process. So for my underclassmen, we do have an application that typically comes available in the summer, July 1st. It's typically free the first few months of the semester. And then our application fee is $25. We're test optional. We do not require personal statements or a letter of recommendation. We love to read them if you submit them. But what we really require is an application and your transcript. Once those are received, we will review for admission and send you a wonderful letter. If you are a senior listening in, I will tell you that we are currently in the confirmation process. So you may be hearing from us encouraging you to submit an enrollment deposit, but we're also encouraging students to complete their FAFSA. So at any point that you have questions, if you're my seniors, definitely reach out. My contact information is here. I would love to help you through that process. And then for my underclassmen, I'd love to see you on campus. indstate.edu/visits is where you can register for a visit, and we host Monday through Friday on campus and 2 Saturdays a month. Phew, I said a lot. I would love to chat with you all. Feel free to toss any questions for me, and you all enjoy the rest of our presentations.
Thank you. Next up, we will hear from University of Central Missouri.
Right, I'm going to try to share my screen here.
Looks good to me.
I got to get myself out of the way so I can present it. All right, let me go back here. I was in there. Well, welcome tonight to our presentations. My name is Don. I'm from the University of Central Missouri. We're located in Warrensburg, Missouri. We have just over 10,000 students. Where's Warrensburg located? It's about 3 hours west of St. Louis, 2 hours north of Springfield, Missouri, and about an hour east of Kansas City. So kind of close to everywhere. We have about 10,000 students that come to school here. 64% of our students are either first generation, Pell eligible, or from an underrepresented group. And so we are the only school in the country that our men and women won the national championship in basketball on the same day on the same court. So keep that in mind if you come here. That might win you a prize sometime. We have over 150 majors, and let me tell you about our top 5. Education, you can get a degree from early elementary education, early childhood, which is ages 0 to 3, all the way to secondary education. In business, you can get the opportunity to start your own business with a group, and the money that you make pays off the loan that you take out, and extra money is donated to a local charity. Or you could help manage a portfolio of money that was donated to UCM. It started out at $500,000 in 2013, and we have a Forbes Center where our students work on that. And 2 weeks ago, they just announced that that money has grown to just over $1 million. So you get some real world hands-on experience. Our nursing program is top notch. You spend your first 2 years here on campus in Warrensburg. And then your last 2 years, you'll be at our innovation campus in Lee Summit, working with in our state-of-the-art nursing lab. We have several mannequins that are programmable that you'll work with, and then you'll do your final time in the hospitals in Lee Summit and Kansas City. Our aviation program, we have our own airport with 23 planes where you get to your flying experience. If you're interested in criminal justice, you can learn the most up-to-date information on dealing with criminal justice. And we have alums in police departments, crime labs that work for alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. They're investigators in prosecutor's office, or they may work for the FBI or the CIA. In the upper right part of this slide, you'll see that we offer a program called Open Options. We have a lot of students that come here that don't know what they want to study when they first get here. And so they take 2 classes their first semester, one where they engage in self-discovery and one where they explore careers. And this way they can get the right fit right off the bat. And basically 60% of the students that go through this program have things figured out by the end of that semester, and then more than 90% by the end of that first year. So this gives students an alternative way to figure out what they want to study and helps them stay on time to graduate in 4 years. Our housing is all suite style. We have 14 different residence halls on campus. We also have our housing SHIPs, which stands for Special Housing Interest Program. So if you're a part of one of those programs that you see on the list there, you could choose to be a part of the housing SHIP, which puts you with a roommate and your suite mates, and your whole hall would all be of the same major. So if you're coming from a distance away, this would be great. It would put you around people that share a common interest as you, and also put you right in a study group. Besides our 2 on-campus cafeterias, you can see we have a Taco Bell, we have a Chick-fil-A, a Spin Pizza, we have Einstein Bagels and Starbucks, and those places you can use what we call our dining dollars, and the taxes are removed from your purchase. We have 70 courses with free tutoring. Someone a while ago mentioned about that free stuff. Please take advantage of all this. We have a great place called the Success Advising Center. So you'll be assigned your own personal advisor, depending on what your major is, that will help you navigate your 4 years through here. We also have a writing center where you can get help. And if you're really a good student and do well in some of these courses, you could become one of those tutors for those 70 courses. We have free counseling and mental health services. And then through our career services office, you'll have a counselor that will help you get your resume in shape. They'll help you with your job interview skills, help you learn how to dress professionally for that job. And you have access to that counseling through that career services office and looking for jobs your entire time while you're here, plus as an alum. The next thing, these is our costs. You can see those. Some of you that are in the Missouri resident column, you can see what they are there. The non-resident column, not everybody pays that expense. We are a part of the Midwest Student Exchange. We also have a deal where students get a scholarship to bring them to the in-state cost. If you're on a state like Illinois, Arkansas, any of the states that touch Missouri, you get the opportunity to go to school for the Missouri prices. This is our red and black scholarship chart. So depending on what your ACT and grade point average is, you can qualify for one of the 4 levels of scholarships. We just started to test optional admission. So if you haven't taken the test and you have a 2.75 GPA, you'll get admitted and get the $1,000 level of scholarship. We also give a recognition scholarship for students that complete their A+ in Missouri. If you live close enough to taking dual credit through us, you can get a scholarship that way. And then our scholarship finder is a place where you can go to look for other academic scholarships. Pretty easy to apply. It takes about 10 minutes. And then this kind of gives you an idea of where we're at. If you want to come visit, we're allowing visitors on campus. Just use that ucmo.edu/visit. You can schedule an in-person visit or do a virtual visit with us. Thanks for letting me share today. If you have any questions, be sure to ask.
Thanks so much. Next up, we will hear from Southern Illinois University.
Awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get started. Can everybody see me and hear me okay?
Yep.
Perfect. So we are located in Southern Illinois University, Carbondale. My name's Casey. I am from St. Louis originally. I have been here for about 10 years now, and I am a 2-time alum from SIU. A Saluki is our mascot. So to give you a little bit about the city, Carbondale is a small town, about maybe an hour, 2 hours max from the St. Louis area. We are known as Little Egypt. Our mascot is a Saluki, which is an Egyptian dog. So that's kind of how we got that name tie. So here are some opportunities that we have within our community, just outside of our campus. So here are some fun facts about our university. I like to highlight the greatness happens here part. I came here, I'm a first-gen college student. I had never been away from home before. I came here at 17, and Carbondale definitely gave me the opportunity and experience as it pertains to obtaining my education and also just growing in my emotional and intellectual health. So here are some fun facts. We're about 10,000 undergrad students, about 13,000 grad students. Our student to faculty ratio, I highlight this, is 13:1. We definitely believe in a hands-on approach with our student population. We have over 200 programs offered, and that includes our newest major, which is a bachelor's in nursing. So let's talk a little bit about university housing. We have 2 sides of campus, East and West Campus. West Campus is Thompson Point, which is surrounded by Campus Lake, and then the Towers is East Campus. They both are offering right now for the fall 2021 semester single rooms, so you don't have to worry about having a dorm mate or a roommate, if you will, but we do operate suite style. So you'll have your own room, and then here, for example, in this door is a door. You all will share a vanity, and that is the bathroom, you know, where you have your shower and, you know, the other side of your suite mate's housing too. So all of these are available within our dormitories. Every dormitory on every floor has a computer lab. All rooms are furnished. We also have living learning communities available as well. So if you are in a particular major, or if you're in our honor society, for example, you have the opportunity to live on the same floor with everyone that you go to school with, which is kind of cool. Let's talk a little bit about dining. So as it pertains to our meal plan, we offer now an anytime meal plan. So anytime you're hungry, anytime you get to eat, it is included in your housing and fees, so you don't have to pay anything. We have 2 dining halls, one designated for East Campus and one designated for West Campus. At True Blood in East Campus, we just incorporated a Mongolian grill, which is like a hibachi style way of dining. If you do have allergies, our chefs are really welcoming when it comes to preparing other options. I definitely had made some nice relationships in the dining facilities as it pertains to like having certain food allergies, and they'll always make sure that you have an option available to you when you come and dine with us. As it pertains to transportation, we do have campus shuttles. If you have your own car, we just ask you would purchase a parking sticker. The campus loop basically goes all around campus, and we even have some shuttles that go off campus. So you don't have to worry about catching Ubers or rides to Walmart. We definitely have a Saluki Express that goes there. And the only thing that you would need to ride is your student ID card. We also have Night Safety Transit, which is a service that's provided after school hours, which is basically from the hours of 7 till midnight. And on the weekends, it's from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. to take you basically anywhere from campus, off campus, if you need a ride or assistance. So we do have a student rec center. All of these features that are listed below are included in our recreation center. Once again, it's included in your fees, so you're not paying anything additional to go to the gym. You just take your student ID card, you swipe, and feel free to enjoy the rec. We also have a student health service building, which is right next door to the rec center. All of these services are included in your fees. If you are on your parents' insurance, and after you submit your immunization records your freshman year, if your name is on their insurance card, you're able to deduct $1,950 from your student fees, which I'm going to get into in a second. All we ask that whenever you come to the health center that you pay a $10 copay, which basically can be applied to your registrar bill if you don't want to pay on the spot. All right, so I encourage students to get involved. We have over 300 registered student organizations that vary in the following categories. It is a great way to get exposure to people who are interested in the things that you are interested in, and it's a great way to build friendships. Some of my best friends, I met them here at SIU via student organizations. And if you don't see anything that you like as it pertains to our listed RSOs, if you have a faculty and 2 or 4 other students who are willing to be on board with you in participation of this organization, then you yourself can be the starter of a registered student organization or RSO. All right, so let's talk a little bit about money. So 90% of our students receive some financial assistance. We now have in-state tuition, no matter if you live in California or Florida. Everybody's considered in-state. We do have a truth in tuition rate. So whatever year you start and whatever tuition is in that moment, it is locked in. We also have a legacy tuition rate. So if either your parent, guardian, adoptive parent, or step parent went to SIU, you are guaranteed the legacy tuition rate that basically cuts tuition and fees in half. All right, so here's just a glance of our estimated budget for 2020 through 2021. It's basically at a rate of 30 credit hours, so that's 15 credit hours a semester. Your fees include includes housing, it includes the insurance, the student health insurance, the rec, basically anything that you can experience on campus is included in your fees, and then room and board if you decided to live in our dormitories or our apartments for our juniors and seniors, which is called Wall and Grand. All right, so here are some freshman scholarship opportunities. These are automatically awarded upon your admittance. So if you fall in either of the categories, as it pertains to your GPA, we are now test optional. So these scholarships are not based on test scores. So if you fall into a 3.5, 3.79, after you've been admitted and you receive your acceptance letter, you'll then receive a scholarship notice that indicates how much you would have over the course of 4 years. So it's $3,500, for example, for the next 4 years, which equates to a $14,000 award, and so on and so forth for Saluki Silver and Saluki Maroon. For our more competitive scholarships, these will include your ACT or SAT scores if you want to qualify. And we just awarded our Chancellor Scholars. They got a personal visit from Chancellor Lane himself. It was really random, so it was really cool to see the students' facial expressions. And that's a full ride for the next 4 years, including room, board, and fees. University Excellence is very similar, but you have to submit your application by October 1st and be admitted by or before November 30th. All right, we also have a general scholarship app. So if you don't fall in either of those categories, but you're interested in a specific major, we do have private donors that give to SIU on a regular basis, and you can apply over to 600 scholarships that are funded by SIU specifically. So we want you to be a part of this. It's very clear. So what you would do, next steps, complete an online application. You could pay the $40 application fee or submit a fee waiver to your high school counselor. I am the official rep for the St. Louis and East St. Louis Metro East area. So you'll be in primary contact with me and your counselor. If you want to qualify for some scholarships, send in those ACT scores or SAT scores, and send in your official high school transcripts. Last but not least, make sure to follow us on social media. We have all of the following social media outlets. Hashtag SIU if you're interested. My name's Casey. I'll put my information in the chat box, and I cannot wait to work with you guys. So thank you for allowing me to present.
Thank you. Next up, we'll hear from Bradley University.
Okay, great. Okay, can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm going to set my timer so I can definitely present in a timely manner for you all. I really appreciate you joining us this evening. Bradley University is located in Peoria, Illinois. So if you don't know where Peoria is located, we're right almost kind of in the middle of Illinois, 2.5 hours away from St. Louis, 2.5 hours away from Chicago, about 3 hours away from Indianapolis, and then about 1.5 hours away from the Quad Cities. So we are perfectly located in the state of Illinois. As you can see, we are nestled on the Illinois River, and Peoria City and Peoria County is just under 300,000 people. Are a private university. We were by Bradley. We are a mid-sized school. We are just in that perfect size incoming freshmen. We are a walkable campus. So 85 acres is our total acreage. So from one end, as you can see on the map, to the other end is about a 10 to 15 minute comfortable walk. We are on top of a hill. So you might be introduced on campus by someone saying, welcome to the hilltop, but we are actually on a flat ground. So it's a very easy walkable campus. And as you can see here, we do offer over 185 different majors. Here are the schools that we do have at Bradley. We have a business, communications, fine arts, education, health sciences, of course, engineering and technology, and our largest school, College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, because it houses everything basically from A to Z. Since we are a medium-sized private institution, we value our quick facts. We value the size of your classroom. We value the size of the student-faculty ratio. So as you can see here, average class size is around 17, student to faculty 12 to 1, and most importantly, you were taught 100% of the time by our faculty. Experiential learning, this is big at Bradley. It is a requirement before you graduate to have at least 2 experiences. This is your internships, your co-ops, your clinicals, your research with the faculty. So we want you to be a part of the academic foundation, but we want you to leave campus and experience the learning experience out in the community in the US with the internships and co-ops. So academically, it is absolutely the most important thing. This is why you go to college, but we want you to have an experience. We want you to enjoy the 4 to 6 years of being on a college campus. So we do have over 240 student organizations, everything under the sun that you could possibly think of to match what you're passionate about and also matches your personality and what you're involved in now, just enhance it even more. So the application process, you can apply very easy. At the end of your junior year, the summer going into your senior year, you can apply online free with Bradley's application starting July 1, or you can do the common application starting August 1st. As you can see on this slide, if you are interested in nursing, game design, and animation, please select one of the early action non-binding times to definitely get your application in. That is the time period, and these are the majors that we have select spots available for students, because every student that applies is looked at direct entry in to start in your major as a freshman. The application materials are easy to apply. We are a test optional school. We were actually going test optional before COVID and the pandemic even rolled into this world with us. So we want to make all of our students aware we are test optional, we're staying test optional. You will be reviewed for admission, all scholarships, and all financial aid as a test optional applicant. So the requirements for your application materials is simple. The application, the transcripts from your high school, and a personal statement or essay, and I, being your recruiter, will get to read your application for direct admission. Scholarships are awarded at the time of acceptance. So please, I reiterate always to my students and families, I am your admissions recruiter. I am your financial aid advisor. I get to walk through the entire process with you, and we begin scholarships immediately at the time of acceptance. Come and visit. We have in-person visits now all through the spring. We have a ton of virtual options, over 60 virtual options, and the Bradley Under the Stars, which is typically for our sophomores, juniors, and seniors, will begin in April. Now we have admitted senior visit programs and always daily. If you have any questions, please let me know. I look forward to working with you through the months. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And then last up, we'll hear from University of Evansville.
All right, thank you. Do you see my presentation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
My name is Jordan Hall, and I'm an admission counselor at the University of Evansville, but I'm also a UE alumnus. I graduated a few years ago in 2017. The University of Evansville is located in Evansville, Indiana, which is in the southwestern corner of Indiana. Evansville is the third largest city in the state, with several cities, including St. Louis, only a 2 to 3 hour drive away. At the University of Evansville, our total enrollment includes just over 2,400 students, with 2,000 of those being in our undergraduate population. You can see by our low student to faculty ratio of 11:1 and average class size of 16 that we offer small classes to help students better engage with our faculty. Professors just want to get to know students as a person, not necessarily as a name or just a number on their roster. I can kind of speak to that from personal experience, that our incredible faculty teach because it's their passion. At UE, we have over 60 majors and areas of study, and some of the unique programs include creative writing, archaeology, and theater, but we also have direct entry opportunities in nursing, athletic training, doctor of physical therapy, and physician's assistant. You can find the full list of majors on our website, and all students are encouraged to study abroad and have at least one internship during their time at UE. There's a lot of opportunities for both of those. And as for athletics, we are one of the smallest Division I schools in the country and offer 17 different athletic teams, and we're known as the Purple Aces. You can actually see a picture of our mascot, Ace Purple, in the bottom right corner there. Speaking of study abroad before, we at UE offer the opportunity for students to go to our Harlexton College study abroad campus that is located in Grantham, England. I was actually able to experience this myself when I was a student at UE. Harlexton is located about a 2-hour drive north of London, half hour, 45 minutes by train. We own and operate Harlexton so that your tuition and room and board is the same cost as if you were living at the Evansville campus. Scholarships and financial aid even transfer over. So really the only difference in cost there is going to be your flight there and back, and then any money for travel. There are no classes on Fridays while you're here at Harlexton. And so there are 3-day weekends for students to travel throughout the UK and Europe. When I was studying here, I actually was able to do 9 other countries. So I think the average is closer to 11. All majors are able to go. For most majors, it works best to go during our sophomore year. I went during my junior year. And for students interested in pursuing nursing, they are able to go during their senior year and are able to do some clinical experience and kind of see the public healthcare setting that's over there. Something to think about as well, if you are someone who sees challenges as an opportunity to make a difference, then you are a change maker. UE is one of approximately 50 official changemaker campuses around the world, which means that our students and faculty set the bar for social innovation and making a positive change in the world. You can start making a difference from day one at UE as a student. A unique thing kind of about this program too is that you don't have to pursue a project that's necessarily relevant to your major. Some of the examples of projects that students are doing now include promoting alternative energy resources, reducing infant mortality, and providing microloans and services to women entrepreneurs, just to name a few of them. We also have a high school changemaker challenge where you can pitch your idea, and that idea could possibly snag you a full tuition scholarship at UE. So let's talk about applying to UE. We offer a free application year-round, and it is available on our website or through the Common Application. There are 2 pathways for applying to UE, traditional and test optional. We've been a test optional institution for about 4 years now, and we'll continue to offer that option. If you aren't able to take the SAT or ACT, or if you're just not satisfied with your scores, you can apply test optional. The only difference between it and a traditional application is that the essay is then required. We are currently accepting applications for any seniors still wishing to apply for this fall. If you're not currently a senior though, our application will open for you on August 1st of your senior year. The current direct costs at UE are around $53,000 per year for tuition, fees, room, and board. But keep in mind, this is just the sticker price. No one pays this, as 100% of admitted students receive a generous scholarship to attend UE. Scholarships are automatic, and our scholarship grid is actually on our website this year. So you can kind of go based on what your current GPA is or estimated test score to see what you would qualify for. And we offer many add-on scholarships on top of that. So for one example, just for filing the FAFSA, all students are being offered an additional $1,000 scholarship every year. I also always encourage students to apply for outside scholarships because they will stack on top of everything that the University of Evansville will offer you. And finally, you can see towards the bottom of the screen there that the average financial aid and scholarship package at UE comes at just under $30,000. So just be sure to send us your FAFSA and see what you can qualify for. So let's talk a little bit about visiting at UE. There are several visit opportunities available both in person and virtually. I won't go through all of them at this time, but I would definitely recommend an individual visit because it will be customized to your interests. So also just about everybody would probably recommend an in-person over virtual, but we have a lot of options when it comes to both. Be sure to follow us on social media and stay up to date on happenings around campus. You'll also find more photos of campus and videos from our current students. And lastly, here's my contact information. Don't hesitate to reach out by phone, text, or email. I will add my information as well as our website in the chat. So thank you so much for joining us this evening, and I hope to connect with you soon.
Thank you so much. All right, thanks everybody for joining. I'm just going to share my screen one final time with just a little bit of information for you. So just again, I want to say thank you all for joining us. When you do close out of this window, there will be a link to a super short 4-question survey, and we would appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this was just one of the many sessions happening this evening, so please be sure to sign up for additional sessions. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as others that have been recorded throughout this evening as well at strivescan.com/Missouri. Thank you so much and have a great evening. Thanks, everybody.